Hey guys, I'm Blue here and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing something very special for my DIY fans. Hey y'all, how you doing? And I'm going to be upcycling my clothes, a little thrift flip. So basically what upcycling is basically taking something old, turning it to something new that you're most likely going to use, wear, etc, etc. So for today's edition, we're going to be looking at some tops, tank tops and just like jerseys, and kind of transforming them into something a little bit more in style. So if you're interested, then just keep watching. So first we're going to start off with the Hello Kitty yoga tank top. So this one's actually a really old top that I have, but it's also one of my favorites because it's Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty, it never goes out of style. It's not just for little kids. You see us, young adults with the whole Sanrio, like the Sanrio aesthetic style, because Hello Kitty and the whole gang, they just never go out of style. So I wanted to re-transform it into something that I know I'm most likely going to wear. So I decided to turn it into a more, in style tank top. So I took the hems from the previous sleeves and then I turned them into a little bit more of a spaghetti strap kind of thing. And then I just had to fold both the bottom and the top parts of the top, make it a little bit more cropped. So now, as you can see, it went from this to this, and this is actually a lot more cuter. I feel like I should just hem the bottom of the tank top a little bit more so it looks a little bit more professionally made, but other than that, I actually really like this. I'd rather wear it with like an undertop or top under, for example, with the black shirt, and just have the little Hello Kitty at the top, and it just looks adorable. So yeah, this one really turned out nicely and I'm so happy with how it turned out. So next up we have the jersey. Now this one's a very long story, but let me make it short. I wanted to make it into a dress with some straps, so it's a low dress, kind of short. So I was gonna give it to someone that's a little bit more smaller than me, because on me it definitely wouldn't look nice. But then it just didn't turn out well because the collar was a little bit too deep and the straps just wouldn't stay on properly. It was like a whole mess. I had a whole vision and then it just went down the drain. So I decided to just turn it into another tank top, similar to the Hello Kitty one, and honestly, just look how it turned out. So your girl took this very bulk looking hockey jersey and turned it into a cute tank top. As you can see, for the straps, I used the little things that you see on the side of the sleeves of the jersey, because they're pretty strong to turn into straps, and I thought it was really cool. That was the vision I had for the dress, but the dress was just too short, so I decided to cut it and then make it into a tank top. And as you can see, it really turned out nicely. I'm loving this, I'm digging this, and I'm definitely going to be wearing this a lot more often. Next up we have is a t-shirt. Now this is a very simple, easy one. I basically cut the bottom of the t-shirt and then I just sewed the end parts. I kind of hemmed it but left some space in between to put an elastic. That way it's going to be more of an elastic kind of crop top, and it was a pretty easy one. So I took this long blue t-shirt and turned it into a cute crop top. And the reason why I put the elastics was just so I can adjust how cropped it should look, and it can look like it's tucked into your tights, to your pants, to your skirt, without it actually being tucked. And I'm so in love with this. I'm definitely going to be wearing this a lot more, because usually I would just tuck in the shirts, but then it would look a little bit more bulky. So having this as a crop top with an elastic just makes my job so much more easier, and definitely recommend this if you don't want to do something too hard. Now for the final thrift flip item is going to be a scrunch top. Now I did not know exactly where to start, so I did search up a tutorial and I was able to find a really easy one. I will be putting the link in the bottom, and it kind of helped me to put what I visioned into the shirt. So basically what I had to do was cut the bottom part of the shirt and then put some rectangle straps inside out of the shirt, the very front. And then later on, what you want to do is sew those in the middle, and you'll soon understand why. So on both sides, you just want to sew it. Make sure when you sew, it doesn't go through the back of the shirt. It should just sew on the front of the shirt, inside out again. And basically you want this so it can help scrunch the top. So I made sure to leave the gaps open. And then later on, after that, you want to just sew the very end parts of your rectangular pieces, and that way you have space inside the rectangle pieces to put in a string. That way you can easily scrunch the top. So as you can see, I did that on both sides, and then here we are, me just sewing together the little strings, I guess you could call it strings. I took the bottom of the shirts and kind of folded them into like a more thinner piece, and then I just sewed it together, and this was so cool. I didn't know you could like sew like a string, and when I saw that I was like, oh my gosh, whoa. And it turned out so sick. It was like I bought it from a store. Listen, I don't sew as much. I'm not like a hem seamstress. I don't know what they call it, but when I did this, I felt like I was a professional and I can do anything. So as you can see, here it is, the final thing all done. It looks so well made, like, oh my gosh. And then all you want to do now is put the string inside the gaps of like the rectangular pieces of the shirt, and doing that I used a pin, so it's a lot more easier to navigate. Same thing with when you want to put like the elastic through a shirt to make like the scrunch top. And this wasn't too hard. I did accidentally make some spaces of the gaps a little bit thinner than the others, but overall I was able to transform this shirt a lot better than I thought I would. As you can see, it looks like an actual scrunch top, and when I finished the product and I showed my mom, she was pretty impressed herself. She was like, oh my gosh, you're doing better than me. I'm like, I know. So this was a very fun DIY project. I thought it would be hard, but it really isn't. So I will be putting the link below to see exactly how to make your own strap top, scrunch top. Oh my goodness. But yeah, again, this was a lot of fun to make. This one was also really easy, and I highly recommend. So that is the end of this video. Basically, I gave you guys like 4, kind of 3, because the first 2 were kind of similar, of some DIY thrift flip tops that you can make. If you do like these kind of videos, I have a lot more planned, so just let me know what else you want to see. Pants, leggings, sweaters, I got you. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.